2021/22 Winter Split is about to be on the way. I am your host, Randomize, and with me is the one and only Complex.
How's it going?
Complex, are you excited for
This
today?
is this is gonna be huge. I'm really excited to see the new rosters, or our new roster performing against these top
Mhm.
level teams. NRG game one and get revenge on XSET. I don't know. Dude, I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, no. So different format for the winter split, completely new. Now we are not in any sort of Swiss bracket anymore. We are now in a round robin groups into a double elimination. Essentially, the way this will work is that there are four groups of four teams. Each team will verse each other. Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather today, but each team will verse each other. So we will have guaranteed 3 games today. Then if there are any teams that are tied, they will go into a tiebreaker. Essentially, from there, the team in the highest seed of your group will then move to the upper bracket of the double elimination, and that will continue tomorrow. Whereas the teams that are second and third seed will start in the lower bracket that will have at least one game today. The team that's fourth seed is officially eliminated from the main event. So this is it's a little bit more of a cutthroat style now, Complex. I gotta admit, like, it's a little scary because you don't have that one extra life anymore, but you kind of get like a little bit of a reset over and over again. So it's not the worst thing going on. But let's get into this. We are in Group A, Complex. We have the NRG, the general NRG,
Here's the
ourselves,
one.
Vibrance and Xset. So our first match is up against NRG. Our second match will be then against Xset, and our third match will be against Vibrance. Complex. Let's break it down a little bit. How do you feel like today is going to go? And let's go step by step, game by game. Let's talk about RBG versus NRG real fast.
Well, starting with NRG, yeah. As much as I love RBG and I want, obviously our org to win, it's against NRG. It's against the best team in all of North America. I I would love to kind of predict at least one game off, at least a 3-1
Mm-hmm.
loss, but even that is looking somewhat improbable against, NRG the way they've been playing. But you never know, they could not take this game seriously and we could capitalize on that at least for one or two matches.
Yeah.
But
I mean, last time we saw NRG in the last split, we did take a game off of them, and we had Stokely on the roster. So everyone's saying Zineel is making the RBG roster the dream team now, and so I feel we could potentially take another game off of NRG. I would love if we could, you know, take more than just one game and actually win the whole thing, but it's still, like
that would be huge.
it's NRG.
Yeah.
So,
Tall order, but definitely a doable one at that, especially with the new
mhm,
roster going in. At least, I'm not so certain that Zenil is going to be, our kind of knight in shining armor to have us able to beat NRG, but you never know. Rocket League is always a toss up. You can always have
mhm.
one team playing better than the other team in a specific day, and you could definitely see NRG faltering today if we're lucky.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Let's start talking about our second match of the day, which will be against Xset. We did verse them last week, and unfortunately, we lost 3-1. But we had, I lost count how many pauses and disconnects we had with Xpurt. So let's talk about that. Do we think we can actually beat them this time?
Well, we went into game four overtime to lose it in overtime, obviously, but we still pushed game four overtime against them while we had a player lagging out multiple times. Multiple goals went in because of that specific lag. And I don't know, definitely we've played them before. We're kind of warm to them. I wouldn't be too surprised if we're able to, definitely take them down, especially how strong we played it with lag. I think without lag in, a higher stakes environment, I could definitely see us being able to take down XSET.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, especially because last week on Sunday, when we did verse Xset, it was relatively close matches. The series never tells you the actual story, and it's actually the match itself. The first game was I call a fluke on Xset's side. They went 3-0, and we were just kind of getting back into the games. But then from there, we lost game 2, 3-2, won game 3, 2-1, and then lost game 4, 5-4 in overtime. I think it was like a 3-minute overtime last
It
week.
was a
So
long one.
yeah, so close matches. Very, very good chance of us being able to, break down the defense of Xset. I mean, it's a big day. Who knows? Maybe our guys are gonna turn on. They were playing at 110% last week. Maybe they're gonna be playing at 120% this week. Really turn on the gas. Hopefully, no more double commits. that
I
would.
mean, like, we're going down to main event now. I believe it's, or I know it's Zineel's first time making it this far into an RLCS. It is definitely going to be a hard one. This is where the stress is going to play. This is where nerves are going to get into play, especially with these newer players kind of entering the scene for the first time. And Zineel is going to have to get over that if he's going to play at his best. And I definitely know he's capable of doing that. We just have to see it on the field.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, Zineel honestly played amazing last week, so I'm not too worried about him. His defense, playing that third man, he really showed that he does fit with this roster.
Absolutely.
But speaking of fitting with a roster that we have a little bit of a rivalry going on right now, and that is Vibrance. That will be our third match of the day. Vibrance, I believe we currently, as a team versus team name, we're currently 1-2. We're looking to finally make this 2-2 and beat them at the most important times. The times we did beat them were during the main event. The times we lost to them were during the closed qualifiers. So this could be it right here.
I mean, we have lost them in the past. I believe they did knock us out of one of the regionals last split. Definitely gonna be a good revenge story for at least
Mm-hmm.
Money and
Xpurt.
Money
Yep.
Xpurt
Mm-hmm.
going in into that one. I'm not even sure if Xpurt was playing in that game, so it might just be Money. But regardless, not NRG, RBG definitely gonna be wanting to take up this game, knock Vibrance out, and we have not played them yet in this main or with this new roster. So seeing how close it has been in the past with arguably worse roster should be a very fun game to see with, like I keep saying, Zineel playing for that one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I agree. I definitely agree. Also, we are not sponsored by them, but I did want to point this one out. I really do enjoy working with the owners. But if you haven't heard of them, check out pickstop.gg and go ahead and do a little pick'ems. I believe picks lock in about 5 minutes. So you want to get in there, check it out. I personally love going and doing this, but go check them out. I put them in the chat for you. It is free to play, and we would love to see what your picks are this week. So make sure to go to Pickstop, lock it in real fast. I mean, so for me personally, little prediction game going on with the Pickstop. So for Group A, I personally think Vibrance will be the eliminated team. I have us and Xset, and I have NRG as first going in. Now for Group B, I would love to hear Complex. Let's do a little pick'ems right now for you, buddy.
Oh,
So
that's gonna be a fun one.
I'm going to put you right under the bus right now. Group B, G2, Ghost Gaming, Shopify Rebellion, version 1. What's the team that goes first place out of that group, and who are the other two that move on and the team that gets eliminated? Let's hear it.
Well, of course, I have to say G2 is gonna make it through undefeated, or not undefeated, but they're gonna make it through to first place. They're the
Mhm.
most experienced team. Looking at all the other teams in that bracket, it's gonna be pretty much a breeze for a team like that. I know Ghost Gaming is probably gonna put up a fight, and based on Shopify Rebellion's kind of streak in that not main event in that close qualifier last week, they did really good, going 3-0. The second team besides Rogue to go through completely undefeated, and I can absolutely see in them knocking out version 1 and sending them home.
Okay.
So
So you're saying version 1's
definitely,
going home.
I'm saying version 1's going home. G2 goes through on upper bracket, and then Ghost and Shopify are gonna be the ones going through lower bracket.
Okay. I don't 100% agree. We're very close. I do say G2 will take first place. I do say Rebellion will also be in it. But I actually say Version 1 will actually finally close at Game 5.
Mhm.
And they're going to beat Ghost Gaming. I personally think Ghost Gaming will be eliminated after today. So let's go into Group C. Torrent, FaZe Clan, Space Station Gaming, Rogue. Same rules. Who goes first? Who are the teams that stay in? And what's the team that gets eliminated?
Now that would not like to be Torrent in that situation. All of those teams are teams that are going to be rough. I think Torrent might have a chance against Rogue. They're the other team that went through completely undefeated in that close qualifier. But I mean, you're going at Space Station and FaZe. That's basically 2 spots already guaranteed to be teams going through. I think it's going to come down to Torrent versus Rogue to see which team is going to qualify and which team is going home. And unfortunately, I'm going to say, or unfortunately for Torrent, I should say, it's going to be them going home.
And every team in that group has had a roster change.
Mm-hmm.
So it was hard for me to pick this one, honestly. It was one of the hardest things for me to pick. Seeing that Typical left SSG and now in FaZe Clan, so I wasn't really sure, like, between the two of them, who would be the best one. Rogue now has Aqua. And then, so for me, I personally said Torrent's not going to make it either. But the hardest choice I had was who was the team that was going to get first place. I'm trying to get extra points in this pick'ems. All right, so I have to pick that first place team, and I honestly think Space Station game is going to take it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think
Yeah.
Space Station, with the new addition of Daniel
Yeah.
playing for that
Yep.
roster.
That's literally the reason why
yeah.
I pinned it on was Daniel.
With Daniel, you also have Typical now going to FaZe Clan. 2 of his ex-teammates playing against him. They kind of know how to play against, one of their ex-teammates, and that should be definitely going to be a rival match. That is going to be a very fun game to watch. But I do think that it's going to be Space Station going through in that upper seed. FaZe Clan taking a close second, maybe into game 5, but definitely SSG going through in that top bracket.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I didn't want to count out Aqua, but I mean Daniel is on a whole nother level, so unfortunately I couldn't go with that. But let's get into the last group real fast. Oxygen Esports, Team Envy, Sonics, and Complexity, who are the same rules: first team and 2 teams that stay in, and elimination. Chat, feel free to play along too. Let us know in the chat who you think in each group will make it.
This one definitely be a little bit harder between Complexity and Envy, although I do think it is going to be Complexity taking it through all the way. South American players, I mean, they've been doing great. They qualified for that recent major. They did pretty solid in there. Same thing with Envy, but I think Complexity is going to be the team that comes out on top. As for the second two, Sonics versus Oxygen, that one's going to be very, very close. Both teams come through from that close qualifier, and both teams, I'd say, are pretty equal standing. I'd honestly go with Oxygen just because, I mean, I'm taking a 50-50 on this one. I'm not super confident on that, but I'm going to go with Oxygen because green.
Okay. You and I, honestly, surprisingly, have been pretty eye to eye with a lot of this. I also went with Complexity is going to take this one because Envy has the roster switch. So Complexity is the team that has been sticking together since Sam. So I felt like that was an easy call for first place. But I actually also said that Oxygen will stay and Sonics will be eliminated after tonight. So that's kind of cool. We're kind of even ground on that one. But so again, go ahead. Sorry.
The biggest difference between our predictions, though, is that RBG takes first on Group A. RBG goes all the way through to take the entire event.
And there we go. And then decals. No. So yeah, go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and all non-binary friends. Go have fun with that one. Check out the Pick'ems. The guy who actually runs the Pick'ems website is a very good friend of mine. He used to be part of RBG. So if you were really around for a while and you used to play in the RBG Pick'ems event, it's the same dude. He decided to start his own Pick'ems website, and we totally, we support him in everything. I personally like the way it looks now compared to doing it through a Google spreadsheet like we used to. No, but I love it. I play it all the time. I have so much fun playing it. So please, again, go check it out. If you haven't personally done it, go to pickstop.gg. You can sign in with, I think, your Discord or your Twitch, and go ahead and start playing your Pick'ems game. Daniel, love you, man. Hope Pick'ems grows. Really appreciate all the support you also give, because he always puts RBG in his thing as well. I love it. Whenever he promotes saying make sure to check it out, I always see RBG qualified in. He knows.
G.
I got 15 seconds left. Hurry up. So with that said, let's get into this. We got about a minute or so as the game is going to get underway. NRG versus RBG. Again, we talked about it a little bit earlier as we were going through the breakdown, but now, speaking of World Call, he's there. I didn't even realize he's in our chat. So yeah, go check him out. Please, pickstop.gg. Love doing it. Love playing it. get in there, play it. The guy's been a part of RBG in the past, and he's still in our hearts. So go check it out. Going back to that promotion real fast. But let's get into this RLCS Winter Split 1. NRG, RBG. What do we need to do to beat NRG? I mean, this is probably the hardest question you can ever ask a bubble team coming up. But, what do we need to do?
They're going to have to play absolutely perfectly, and that is a very, very tall order indeed. It's going to have to be RBG, no double commits, perfect communication, perfect touches. Like, against a team like NRG, you're just going to have to play the best Rocket League you've ever attempted to play, and it's definitely doable. We've seen other teams do it, but yeah, RBG, it's going to be a very, very rough game for them, especially a bubble team coming up. You're going to have to play out of their minds. Absolutely out of their minds.
Oh, I didn't even realize they were in the game. I was getting yelled at the players. Like, get in here. I'm like, oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I mean, for me, I almost want to say that maybe, just maybe, what could throw them off is if they play a little untraditional, a little wonky. Maybe. We can't say that will work, but it would be a nice little dream for that to work. So
it's like the smurfing dilemma. It's always the players that smurf can't really read the players that can't hit the ball consistently, and it makes it really hard to play. It could be the same thing with NRG.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I'm kind of hoping. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping we play so weird they can't read it and we win.
It's good hope.
Woo! I moved my camera. I'm so excited. I jumped in screen. But with that being said, folks, you can hear the engines revving on our side, except you can. I just realized I never shared the game with you. I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm hurting.
But here we go. We're going to be going into our first match. RBG in the blue, NRG in the orange. And right away, NRG really pushing on us. But, we broke out of that one, and we got things underway.
Yeah, definitely a roster that is going to be terrifying for RBG. These players all have been playing the game longer, playing the pro scene longer. And, I love RBG. I love all the players. Not super confident on this one, but you never know. They always surprise you. And Justin, looks like NRG is going for these kind of more mechanical plays, trying to hit, these kind of style point shots against RBG, and that could be capitalized on by these players.
Yeah,
some good touches here.
Definitely agree with you on that one. I don't know. I feel like they aren't playing too pressuring at the moment as Squishy takes out money. But yeah, I feel like they're playing a little bit slower than we normally see NRG play at. Maybe they're just feeling out the team or something. Oh, there it is. Justin will come. Wow, he actually has an I in his name. He has the vowels in his name.
Yeah.
What?
Normal, real spell Justin. Great pass from Squishy to reset into that backboard. Zineel expecting the shot in. Justin is there to make sure it finds the back of the net there.
Well, all right, a minute into this one, and NRG finally scores on our boys at RBG Esports. Little wonky on the defense, but Zineel will be up for this one and down to Money. Money can't get that ball against Squishy. But the backboard pass to himself, a double touch attempt.
Great
RLCS, you're right back.
Zineel looks like he's playing a little bit more confident, or a little bit more upfield, I should say. Less of a third man and more playing second man for this game. Mostly you've been seeing Xpurt and Money back on the defense.
Maybe you need that one style play. I don't really remember if Zineel ever really played ones that much. I don't remember hearing much about it, so we'll have to see if maybe that's the style. But with a push on the NRG side. Which one?
I said one's worst game mode.
Yeah, no. I've uninstalled ones off my game. I hacked the Rocket League game so I can never see a ones match ever again.
I should do the same.
Yeah, right. But speaking of 1v1s, Xpurt will take on Justin there. And Money already on the midfield is going to drop this one for Zineel. Puts this in the corner. Ball flies all the way back to the RBG side, but Justin finally gets contested. And Garrett G is going to pass this one up to Justin, who misses that one. little uncharacteristic. Maybe the guys just waking up, scratching their eyes. I mean, you know, if you're East Coast, it's in the afternoon. If it's any other coast, you're early afternoon, you know, early day, maybe. So, but I think Justin is in the East Coast. Not really sure.
Yeah.
But coming from the West Coast, though, RBG tried to get another goal in, a pass to Squishy. The power of friendship, as we'll call that save. I feel like you almost needed two people for that. Oh, my goodness. Garrett G almost getting a double touch. Squishy's going to pass this one out to Justin. Xpurt will challenge Justin, and Squishy's already there. Looking for the shot, and Money will put that to the side.
Garrett, again, trying to keep this offensive pressure going strong for NRG. Xpurt is able to get one save, but can't seem to get it clear off that RBG backboard, or half of the field, I should say. Money can't get that touch there, and Squishy going to continue out with that ball. Finally, Zineel able to get that long distance clear, but Xpurt, all they can do is get that demo onto Justin. Quickly, though, reclaimed by Money. Might have a shot here into the backboard straight down, but Justin, again, able to get that save and keep it out of the NRG net.
Yeah, you saw Xpurt actually was hunting for a player. Turns around real fast, gets that ball, and RBG, we're tied up.
Great shot coming in from Xpurt. That demo pushing Justin out of position. Just solo play coming in. Able to find just under that crossbar. Two players beaten. RBG, they're able to take it. Tied up now. So go into about 1 minute left on the clock.
I'm curious, Complex. I wonder if Justin even noticed that Xpurt was still chilling out on the side, and maybe that's why he pushed up and go for the demo. Not 100% sure about that one. It's kind of weird.
Hiding in the corner. Good touches, though, coming through from NRG. Garrett able to get these dunks, and perhaps a shot on target into the backboard. Double touch pass to Zineel. Justin is there for the shot, but can't find it on target. And Xpurt trying to get a pass. Squishy, quick on that challenge, and RBG, they're going to have to get this clear fast, and they do. Zineel can't get more than that touch, though, and it goes right back into the hands of NRG.
Squishy really playing a really good third man. Not letting that ball get by. He's ready. He plays the third man and then creates an opportunity for a pass play. And Garrett G does a really good job rotating back for Squishy to allow Justin to get a little bit more options. Play solo play, go for a pass play. If you lose any of them, don't worry with players back. I like it. NRG doing a really good job having every player in a very, very important critical spot. Oh, but a fake! That had to have been a fake.
No, it's not a fake.
That had to have been a fake. Look at that. Everyone thought that Xpurt was going to put that one in. I think even Xpurt thought, but money was up. I don't know. It felt like a fake. RBG in the lead with 12 seconds left on the clock.
Might be able to take game one against NRG, and that's going to be great momentum coming through for RBG. Great confidence boost, and Money able to get that first challenge. Another one onto Garrett. Can't get it through, but Xpurt's going to reclaim that ball. Might be able to just keep it up on that NRG half to put it down on the ground, and he does. RBG taking game number one against NRG. 2-1. Great rocket ball coming out from the boys over on RBG.
Good morning, everyone watching the NA scene. This is a way to wake up. Forget your coffee. Let's have a team beat NRG.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's even got me hyped up on the casting booth. I want to see another game coming through from RBG.
We have to be mindful, though. There's a good chance that the guys may have, they maybe be playing a little bit nicer to us. It's the first game of the day. They might have been like, oh, it's RBG. We don't really need to take them seriously. And, you know, now they're learning it the hard way that maybe you should take us a little bit more seriously. But, you know, it's a good way to start the game. It's definitely a confidence boost. That's what you need if you are RBG Esports. So let's hope these guys honed in on exactly what they just did. And I'm just a little worried. We got to be careful because you can't be too confident. The boys may have won, but now it's NRG's turn to turn the engines on.
Yes, sir. But it's going to be Xpurt, the first one on that play, able to win up that kickoff for RBG. However, that double commit coming through could cost them dearly. Zineel able to get that clear through, but Xpurt, awkward touch, might just center it for NRG. Finally, though, able to recover that one and get it back over to Justin. Oh, but RBG, they're holding strong on this defense for now.
Oh, good defensive play by Xpurt. Almost every player was up for RBG there, but Xpurt was the one who was able to bail them out of that one. Garrett G really you can start to see he's starting to warm up. He's really looking for any opening spots in the defensive crack. And a little scary as RPG was all in that corner, but Xpurt will get this one out to the NRG side, and pressure already coming in as Zineel is going to look to try to create an opportunity. Squishy will stop that one. And we were just getting into the first minute. This was around the time when NRG got their first goal, but RBG looking pretty fierce right now.
Yeah, definitely keeping it calm, cool, and collected. Again, that confidence boost has to be going for them. You win that first game against, probably the best team, or definitely the best team in North America, and continue to pull that through is going to be huge for RBG. You don't want to be NRG in the situation of losing to the 7th seed in the close qualifier. Eventually that is going to take over, and they're going to play it on their best, but for now it's going to continue to be tied 0-0 going into the first minute and a half, and Money's going to get that own goal in.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. You have two of your teammates in front of you. Justin not only beats both of them, but you go to pull out a little bit to maybe like turn. Maybe that ball's going to bounce out farther. No, it bounced off the back of your car. But hey, it's okay. It happens.
What we were saying all of last week in those close qualifiers, the team that scores the first goal tends to be the team to win out the game. And even though NRG, they have that goal on their leaderboard, it is Money putting that first one to the back of the net. So you never know. RBG technically still pulling that first goal, and perhaps a second one here. Money can't find the shot, and it's going to be past Xpurt. Quickly NRG on that counterattack. Zineel, though, able to reclaim that ball. Can't get it past Squishy, though, into that NRG corner. Xpurt, or Money, I should say, keeping that pressure going. No one middle, though, for the shot just yet. Zineel going for the solo play here, up into the backward. Garrett sitting in the net. Justin, though, the backward is able to bail him out for now. The approach near the halftime mark.
I'm expecting Zineel's adrenaline to start kicking in hard, because it's not only his first main event he's made, but the fact that his first main event game he's made, he also took a game off of NRG with the rest of RBG. So yeah. I'm waiting to see some adrenaline kicking in, and I'm hoping it's a good one, as we could see Zineel already going after a player in the net, but Squishy has control of the ball. Xpurt doing a really good job with those 50s, and it's Zineel that will follow this one up. Garrett G already pre-jumping him. Had to pass that one out to Xpurt. Oh, wide on the net.
To follow up that shot, but Money continues to keep that pressure going. Garrett finally able to get that clear, and what they have kind of noticed from this game, NRG, they're going for a lot less demos than we saw in game number 1. Playing a lot more kind of refined and just trying to keep that ball in their possession.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when Justin did get some of those demos, it felt a little bit out of position, if I were to say. Definitely trying to create an opening, but felt out of position. So I feel that may be one of the reasons why we're not seeing as many demos coming in. More just team plays, as Garrett G is going to put that one in the bottom right pocket of the... Now, this play was amazing.
Accuracy on that one. Yeah, Squishy, a reset over Zineel. Money can't get the touch, and Garrett already up for it. Xpurt just has to predict where that shot's going to go, but Garrett has all the space in the net to work with, and is going to sink it there. Showing why they deserve to be the best team in all of North America as they go up 2-0 now in game number 2.
Yeah.
A little bit of a bump. And there's the demos coming through. Justin onto Xpurt. Garrett might have a shot here to backward. Can't get that double touch, and 2 NRG players in the RPG net now. That's unable to bail them out as he keeps possession for as long as possible. Oh. Very intense plays coming out. Zineel just... Not sure what's going on.
Or I guess...
Just stalls out.
I guess this is happening again, where we are going to have another pause. Unfortunately, things like this do happen.
It only happens to us. We are the pause team.
We are the pause team. Yeah, but to clear it out, I did see some people in the chat getting a little confused. This is still round 1. It's game number 2. It's not round 2. This is game 2 of round 1.
We just blew through the bracket.
Oh, it looks like we're going to go right back into the game. Here we go. So a little bit less than a minute. And NRG, he's up by 2. And
Very awkward momentum shift, though, from that pause. Could benefit RBG, to be completely fair.
yeah, it happens. But you know, we deal with what we get, or we work with what we get. An Xpurt is looking to put that shot towards the net. We did see last week where we were in a comfortable 2-0 lead, and then the last 20 seconds we lost lead and tied. So maybe, probably not happening.
Not only do we tie that one, we actually lost that one before overtime. I believe it was against Accelerate.
Yeah, you're right. We did end up in 26 seconds. We dropped an entire game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
This should be NRG, though, taking over that second game now. 2-0. The scoreline's still pretty close. I know that if I was going against NRG, it would not be anywhere near this close of a match.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But, something that I don't think I remember seeing is Money with that extremely high. Oh, no. Money does tend to have that high ping. I don't know what I'm talking about. Big wolf.
Yeah, 92 coming from that West Coast.
It seems like they had a little bit of problems. We'll see what's going on. Hopefully, they will be able to fix that up. But yeah. So we're tied. We are tied in the series right now, 1-1. I see some NRG fans are infiltrating the RBG chat. Relax. It's only tied. Trying to come in and telling us we're losing our match. You're getting wrecked. Excuse me. Who won the first game?
Look, I told Musty very clearly in our last call that we were gonna beat NRG, and I was not lying about that. These next 2 games are gonna be going to RBG. Is my prediction. 3-1 beat against NRG.
Yeah.
Definitely could see it happening.
Definitely can't see it happening, but here we go. We are moving into game number 3. And I did say that NRG looked a little bit sleepy in game number 1. The game felt a little slow for a typical speed, the typical speed of NRG gameplay. So we got to be careful, and there it is. As Justin will come in and take this one.
There's the speed you were talking about, Justin. Already up for the shot. Very fast on that one. Straight over Xpurt. Nothing you can do there. Beautiful shot coming in as well, but just 16 seconds in, NRG going to take that lead 1-0.
Oh, but right away, it looks like RBG Esports starting to try to make an approach towards the NRG half. Squishy have to force this ball into the corner. Gets past one player. Garrett will look to follow it up. Xpurt with the 50. Zineel is able to get past Garrett G, and Xpurt looking to follow up. This one with a pass to Money. A shot towards the net. Oh, but off target. And a counterplay already coming in. Zineel forced to be up and put the ball in an awkward position, but able to do a good job and get that ball out of there.
Very quickly, it's again back in the hands of NRG. RBG, they're trying their absolute hardest to keep possession. But NRG, they continue to be just faster on those touches, closer with the ball. Finally, a demo, though, to relieve a little bit of pressure. Justin, though, keeping it going for as long as possible. To the NRG corner. Again, cleared out by Garrett. Back to Zineel. Touch upfield. No one there to receive it. And Squishy back up to Garrett. Can't find a shot right away, but is able to get that pass middle. However, no shot found by Justin.
I mean, it was a good play by RBG to play really patient. You had a player trying to put pressure on. Put the ball in. Thank you.
Oh. Is there finally. It's been very awkward on that goal line. We thought it was going to go in like 4 times.
I don't know if Garrett G just caught it on the side post and then Justin tried to bail him out, but it just kept banging off the side of the net. So RBG, we are tied up. Again, we saw this last time when RBG tied up. They were able to win a 2-1 game in game 1. But NRG, excuse me, looking a lot more awake, especially as Justin is starting to crank out some of those individual plays coming in.
Zineel, though, trying to keep it as best as he can away from that net. Xpurt touch up to Zineel. Might find it on target, however. Squishy is going to be back to get that save. Good dunk, though, from Xpurt. Finds itself middle. Money there with the shot. Zineel can't follow it up, though. Squishy already on that touch. And RBG, they're keeping good pressure. Good 50s, good passes coming through. Keeping the ball away from NRG now. Might find another shot here. Zineel into the backboard. Xpurt can't find the shot. Money able to recover it, though, back into Justin.
Ooh, Garrett G actually missed that opportunity for counterplay, which really broke out, gave a chance for RBG to get back. But we are starting to see a lot of respect coming out of both teams. Both players are sending that third man back. They're not coming up too hard. It's really nice to see that not just RBG respecting NRG, but NRG having to respect RBG as well. Usually, I mean, we saw it in the fall split. We had teams like FaZe Clan who disrespected RBG completely.
Oh, yeah.
But you have your #1 North American team right now respecting you. That's got to be a good feeling. Oh, Money. We'll take Squishy out of that play, too. And Zineel going to look for a solo play, pushes it past one. Justin will try to clear this one. Xpurt already on the wall for it. Squishy looking to try to control this one. Money is just doing a really good job putting his presence there and making things harder for Squishy to make a play happen. So Zineel is going to have to put an awkward pass in front. Pass plays coming in all over from RBG, and Xpurt will not let this ball pass the midfield line. Xpurt to Money, off target, but it's possibly open, a fake. Xpurt to Zineel this time, but unfortunately not strong enough. And NRG will get to breathe for a second.
Bit of panic coming out from RBG over there. Can't manage to get those passes through or get those rotations solid enough to find a shot. But with Zineel demoed, that pass not going to find the net either. And NRG to try to keep it tight as long as possible. Perhaps put a shot in here. Zineel off the ceiling, can't get the touch. Xpurt, though, to get that save and that clear, however, just over to Garrett. Another touch not found. Even Money. Zineel on that backward. Zineel, good clear, but it's going to be a shot. Fine, just high off that corner.
Oh. Nice touch by Xpurt there as well. Really just pushing that ball up ever so slightly away from the net. And that's something you need as Xpurt. We'll also get a huge demo on Garrett G. RBG still tied up in this game, even though the threat is getting bigger.
Great clear. Zineel might be able to find a shot here. Gets the 50 through into backboard. Touch middle, or on target, I should say. Money looking middle into the backboard, or corner, I should say. Touch from Garen. RBG, they're just trying their hardest to keep it going into overtime. However, last play is going to go to them. Xpurt, great dunk. No shot to be found, though. Justin over the edge, though.
No way.
Second Money, though.
Any other game, I would scream out, this is Rocket League, this is Rocket League. But no, not when RBG's on the field with them.
Not with Justin with the ball either. Definitely the most skilled player besides Squishy to be up with an air dribble. Money can't get us on a free flip to beat Garrett, but Justin, a missed touch from him. Good 50 coming out from Zineel. Xpurt going to claim that ball. Pinch past Squishy into the corner. Garrett trying to get this clear. Money able to get the dunk. Zineel touch into that backboard. Again, tap down. Money. Xpurt not there for the shot. And again, NRG going to be able to regain possession and push it back toward that RBG side. Here, open net. Xpurt into the corner again. Garrett forced on this defense. It feels like RBG in this overtime keeping NRG on that defense, keeping them on their toes. And Xpurt might find a shot here.
What?
Great.
Justin was able to fall down just a tiny bit on that ball to push it down before Xpurt went for the shot. I think he was just floating. He just turned his car the correct way and put a wheel on that ball just to throw the shot off by ever so slightly an inch away. He's a madman. Oh, a shot opportunity, but Garrett G was able to spot that in time. Money is going to try to get this ball over to Xpurt. But an awkward touch there, and Justin is going to put this towards the net for Squishy. Saved by Zineel and then taken out by Squishy. Xpurt really just trying to keep that offensive pressure coming in. Zineel will have to back off as both his teammates are up. Justin now in control of the ball. Zineel is able to clear this one back over to the NRG side. Money has to go for a good 50. It doesn't really go his way. Trying to get bailed out by teammate Zineel with the shot towards net. It required 2 NRG players to save that one. Xpurt already in the corner. Able to get past one, but Justin is there, and he will keep his presence there against Money. A good 50 for Justin. Pass towards Squishy off the backboard, and Money will be able to clear this one. Garrett G already in midfield, stopping any pushing coming in, but Xpurt will try to keep this one going forward. Zineel already waiting for Squishy. Squishy gets past not one, but two, and Justin by himself at that ball is scary. Garrett G with the shot. Justin gets a bump, but the shot was high anyway, and RBG still in this game, number 3, 2.5 minutes later in overtime.
Just try to stay alive, RBG, as long as you can. Get these clears through. Try to get as many shot opportunities as possible, but for now, it kind of just seems, after that opening of the overtime, it just feels like more of a game of survival coming out from RBG. Just don't die. Just keep it out of your net as long as possible. Justin trying to do the exact opposite. Force it into the back of the RBG net. Zineel able to get that first clear. Squishy able to get that touch, but good bump coming through. Pinch clear. We'll leave it to Justin to go for a play. Full boost. Very scary situation. Good demo from Squishy. Leaves just Zineel back. Able to get the save, though. He gets pressure off target.
I feel like that's all I can say in my casting anymore. Oh, my gosh. If that's how I feel, can you imagine how the players are feeling right now? Oh,
the missed touch. Justin can't get the follow-up either, and actually keep it alive for RBG. We continue to stay alive in this game. Money, another save, or clear, I should say, coming through. Gary gonna be the first one to get this 50 through. Money can't quite beat it, but is able to get it out past Squishy. That's another reset found in the touch. Reset not found, actually. Xpurt still in that corner boost. Garrett with the clear. Zineel can't get the clear past him, though. It's just going to leave Money third man. Squishy with the first one on that ball. Past him. Money can't get the double touch. Not enough boost. And Zineel again on this ball. Past two. Squishy in the corner. Awkward touch, but Justin received Money. Touch into backward. Can't get the double touch there. And it's going to find the back of the net. Money in the bottom corner, taking a page out of Garrett's book, and they take game 3, 2-1.
And not only he did that to the one and only Garrett G, almost at the bottom left pocket, but hey, you know, RBG now, they are on match point. There is a chance for RBG to take an entire match away from NRG. This is a big moment, folks. This is what we need to see them do. You even see them. They're not even readying up right now because they are probably getting coached right now by Sis. Sis is probably going, what the heck are you guys doing? What is this? You know, emotional damage going on the field right now. But, sorry, I had to throw that one in once at least.
I'd love to point out the fact that Justin alone has the same amount of shots as all RBG Esports combined, 9 and 9, and together 9 saves found by RBG opposed to 4 on NRG, but shots don't matter when it is going to be the game found by RBG. And I mean, you're right.
Well, here's the thing. This is insane. So there were 9 shots from Justin, 9 saves out of RBG, and only 1 slipped in from Justin. So because obviously Garrett G and Squishy took a couple other shots, but the amount of saves that came out of RBG, like they had to sit back and really concentrate on everything, not allow them to you just waited, and that's sometimes a really good play. You just kind of play that defensive end, wait for the moment, don't push in, don't do it yet, hang on, we got this, and now push. And that's exactly what they did, and that's what RBG was able to do to get this second game in as a win.
Yeah, now all they have to do is close out one more match to get that 3-1 victory. Money quick on the shot. NRG, this is where the pressure starts to build for them now. RBG, they do have the luxury of a safety game. They can afford to lose one, but not looking to do that. In these games, they gotta feel absolutely fantastic for RBG, showing up big when they need to. Xpurt touch into backboard. Garrett quick with that save, and Zineel might get a shot here. Garrett quick on that demo, and Justin first one to regain that touch.
Yeah, I don't even think Justin really had that much boost in the net, so Garrett G really had to bail him out. Otherwise, that would have given whoever was, I think it was Zineel that had the ball, ample opportunities for another goal, or at least the first goal here in game number 4.
I'm shaking, man. This is completely unprecedented from RBG. Xpurt gets a touch over Garrett.
Oh man, Justin just jumping around with that ball. I can feel the tension going on in this casting booth right now.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even want to say anything.
I know. I could tell you're just gripping your desk right now because that's what I'm doing. Oh, but a shot on target. And Xpurt able to stop that one. I could see it in the chat as well. Everyone is really starting to feel that pressure for RBG. Money doing a good job knowing he had pressure behind him. Oh, man. NRG really starting to come out aggressive. You can see the bumps are starting to come out. The players are really trying to push forward, put a lot of pressure on the RBG side. But the guys are still playing calm and cool as Squishy is going to try to get this ball away from Money. Money gets a nice 50 and it's center, but it's really far out. So Justin's going to pass this one to Garrett G with a shot. And yeah, with that, NRG will be the first one on the field, on the board. My words are getting so scrambled between RBG and NRG. Like, I still remember the first time these two teams came up against each other, and I had to cast. I was not excited for this. And now the amount of R's and G's in the team names are really throwing me off.
Yeah, just one letter. Just one letter changing, making the difference in these two team names in just one game as well, separating these two rosters.
Yeah, Swan, why did you let me brand RBG?
Ooh, double touch opportunity from Squishy. Finds the crossbar. Johnson with the follow-up shot, but Xpurt is going to get the save and a very powerful clear at that. Continuing to get this clear through. Squishy flick over Zineel, able to get that clear though.
Oh, and Money really doing a good job with that 50 as well. You get to see, again, RBG, even though they're down by 1, they are really picking and choosing when to apply that pressure, and it's working out for them. I feel the only time RBG is slipping is when NRG has a really good counterplay setup. But otherwise, the guys are playing pretty calm and collected. Justin, again, coming down with that ball, and still, they were able to get that one out. Garrett G taking out Zineel. But NRG still don't really have that much of an opportunity for a goal yet, as RBG are still standing their ground.
Yeah, RBG definitely doing a great job on this defense. The only goals going in are, honestly, very great mechanical plays coming in from NRG, the type of thing you expect to see from a team like that. Zineel might find a cut shot here. Squishy, though, able to deny it for now. Money, touch into the corner, has to get it past 2. Justin, shot not quite found. An Xpurt again, trying to get this ball upfield. Squishy, quick on that clear. Zineel is the third man for RBG, able to get another clear through. Garrett first to receive it, can't get it past, or Zineel, sorry, can't get that dunk. A little bit of awkward situation here for RBG, just Money left on the backboard. Zineel able to support now from behind, but beat by Justin. Could be a shooting opportunity. Garrett set to receive, but no shot again found as NRG, or RBG I should say. Continue to keep this ball. So you're the one messing me up now.
No, I didn't do anything, man.
No.
Don't put this on me. These are just too many letters. NBG, perfect. I like that. Someone in the chat said new team name, NBG. We're going to go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get rid of the R's and just put every other letter in here. There's another shot. Oh, good try.
Saved.
Yeah, no, Money. Was it Money?
Yeah,
I think it was Money. Yeah, Money on the backboard. He does connect with the ball, but unfortunately he was a little too high on the ball and allowed that ball to bounce in. 38 seconds left on the clock. Ooh, excuse me. NRG, the clack. My Brooklyn side's coming out.
Yeah. You can't call it the Brooklyn side. I wouldn't say clack. I grew up there too.
That's true. That's true. More my Joyzy side then. Oh, but a huge save coming out of RBG. I actually didn't even see the name. I'm smiling and excited, and my eyes are tearing because my nerves are kicking in, and yeah.
Another shot found through. Great save from Money. And it's so awkward. RBG to get the saves. Zineel, another one.
I mean, it's clear. Yeah, it's clear. NRG has this one. We are going to game number 5, but the fact that we are going to a game number 5 is still something I would never thought of saying.
Look, see, NRG, they win both games 2-0. RBG, they win both games 2-1. Right, this is very, very big. I'm going to be going to game number 5, the tiebreaker. One team going down a peg, and the other team, perhaps RBG, going absolutely huge, the best we've ever seen them perform on the big stage, and they're not disappointing. They're definitely here to play.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, like we're in game 5 right now. That's what's the most insane part is that we are in game 5 with this roster. So it really just comes down to who is going to wake up in this next game? Who is going to actually play at that higher pace? We've seen when NRG really starts to pick up their speed that they can start to outmaneuver and outplay RBG. But even after that, RBG was able to adjust to get their second win with that. Now, I think, honestly, from what caused that last game was NRG was starting to break out more of their technical plays out of the playbook. So now it comes down to RBG just readjusting one more time, and they have the game to do it. They have 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to be able to get this one. Squishy ends up, I think he was going for money, but ends up saving that one. But just that kind of pressure already can be pretty nerve-wracking.
Oh, I'm at a loss for words. I'm just terrified right now. Oh, the shot missed by Justin, and the follow-up can't be shot either. Money able to get that first clear.
That fourth defender is really kicking in, man. Our fourth defender is rooting for us.
Never fear, the crossbar is here.
Oh, my.
Oh, great shot, and Money able to get the save. Keeping the scoreboard tied here.
Yeah, no, you can really feel that pressure. The speed is now starting to kick in. This is what I was worried about. I almost feel like NRG was using our game as the warm-up game, and now we are going to really see the energy everyone knows and loves.
Yeah. But, I mean, again, we lost a game to NRG and then took back a game number 3. So they did start to warm up, able to beat us. And then, again, regained. But there
unlucky
first
50
down by NRG.
That was an unlucky 50 with Garrett G and Money. I mean, at that point, you can't even say that was Zineel's fault for being too far up. You rarely ever expect those kind of pinches to come out, those 50-50 plays. But unfortunately, with that, NRG will be taking this lead. It really now comes down to RBG. What are they going to do to counter that play?
Well, again, NRG, they always have to score 1 goal for RBG to pull it back. Like I keep saying, always 2-1 for RBG to take the game. But now NRG up in the lead. The first time this entire series, actually, they've been in the lead against RBG. And by that, I mean, you know.
No,
RBG
second
up
time.
a game, then tied, then up a game, then tied.
Oh!
And there it is. Zineel finds a shot, ties it up 1-1.
All right. This is every time we saw this happen, RBG won. Knock on wood. Let's hope it happens again. I actually just hurt my knuckle really hard punching that wood. I didn't knock. I punched. But we are tied up and almost near halftime of game number 5. This is definitely something you were probably not expecting, folks, if you are an NRG fan. But if you are an RBG fan, you were expecting it because this is RBG Esports, baby. This is what we do. This is not what we do. Oh, no. Caster Curse comes in, man.
Past both defenders. Yeah, both Money and Zineel up for that, and Squishy is able to thread it. Zineel flips out of the way by accident.
Clip it and ship it. Fine. Yeah. I'll take. That was a good one. That was perfect timing. But we are here now at halftime. RBG only down by 1. We've seen them be able to come back how many times in a row? Let's see if they're going to be able to come back on this one. Zineel has to play against Justin and Garrett G by himself. Gets the reset, but does not get a shot happening. Justin, a little weird there, but Money will try to keep this ball moving forward. Into the corner is Xpurt already for it. Squishy now is going to put this one to the corner. Squishy will look to follow it. Money with the 50. Zineel going to try to have to clear this one. Was a little weak, and Garrett G was going to be able to hold that one. Squishy now looking for a double touch attempt. No, but thank goodness there was an RBG player in the net. But that does look a little scary when you do see a wide open net. But the boys can handle it. Squishy now in the back. Going to go against Xpurt, forcing Garrett G to come up and make a play quicker than he probably anticipated. Justin now gets stopped at the midfield again. Squishy, once again in this corner, able to launch this one down, but no one there to receive it. So Zineel will get this one to money and look for a counterplay real fast into the corner. All three players of NRG ready on the defensive play. Squishy will follow that one up against Zineel. That will drop down. Garrett G already up for that one. Xpurt in an awkward spot. Can't get a touch. Zineel is going to try to get this one downfield to Money. Money looking for the backboard, but Garrett G is already there. Zineel on the sidewall to Xpurt into the corner. We've seen this situation once, but unfortunately did not pull through. Justin will take out a defender. Oh, man, the ball just landed on Garrett G's head. He put that one down. 55 seconds left. NRG up by 2.
Absolutely perfect. The reset into the catch. Just under Money. But back in that, now NRG up by 2 goals with just a minute left on the clock. RBG, they're going to have to regain. They're going to have to regain now. Still possible. We've seen it done before, but it'll be a bit of a tall order again as Garrett is able to win that kickoff and keeps possession of the ball. Justin now follow-up reset. Zineel, though, quick to challenge off the ceiling. Back down to Squishy and can't get the touch past them. The Money is able to get onto Garrett. Squishy up into his corner. Zineel touch middle. Xpurt can't find the shot. Justin there on the save, and Garrett missing that redirect. Save coming through from Xpurt into the backboard again. NRG keeping this pressure going. Just 30 seconds left, and all the Deuce keep it in their, close to their cars on that RBG half, and the shot comes through. Money able to bring it 2-3 now. 19 seconds left on the clock, and it's still doable.
I had to go infiltrate the NRG scene and ask them to nerf Garrett for us, and it seemed that it worked. 19 seconds left. RBG, can we break out our inner Justin and bring this to overtime?
Looking like their hardest to do that. Just 10 seconds left. Down by a goal. Still doable, but it's in the RBG corner. Xpurt gonna have to get a strong clear pass. Garrett touch up. Money can't get the touch, and it's gonna look like it's gonna hit the ground. It's gonna do that. Justin there to spike it down, and NRG, they take it by 1 goal in game number 5. The closest you could possibly ask for RBG.
Honestly, they should be proud. That was a really tough match. They should still be proud of how they played. You couldn't ask for a better game to almost bring this to overtime against NRG. Great games coming out of them. But we'll just have to reset, regain, and move into our next match, which will be
To be honest, though, we lost Exit last time. A little bit of a lie coming through, but this performance up against NRG, this should be a very, very confidence-boosting match. First one as well going in. So against Exit, team that lost the first game as well, 3-1. RBG, they should be feeling pretty confident going to this one.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. So with that, we will be getting prepared for our next match, which will be RBG versus Xset in the second round. So folks, don't go too far as we are going to get that game up and ready for you here at the RBG POV of the RLCS Winter Split Regional Number 1 North America. So don't go too far, folks. We'll be right back with more Rocket League action after this.